Folks, good afternoon. Joy here from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm going to show you one first impression, yet another first impression video because I've been owning few bottles lately, getting some gifts and purchasing some for testing, reviewing and then collecting as well. I wouldn't do like a full review so fast because you wouldn't know like what you're gonna get over time. So I'm gonna give it time to do a full review much later on. But I have to share these initial thoughts because I'm so impressed with all the things that I'm buying or receiving. So this particular segment is gonna be, as you can see from the title, it's gonna be this awesome, beautiful, rich, sexy star. This is pure Havane from Thierry Mugler. Okay, this is my favorite line, one of my favorite lines. And this bottle, I have to tell you the history. I'm not gonna mention someone who loves me a lot. Let's just say it that way. It's a he, and then he's like a constant inspiration in my line of work, and then he's also like a follower in my channel. It's like totally unexpected. This guy just like boom, he's like, I know how much you love this, I just want to get you this, just like that. I couldn't say no, I couldn't do anything. It's just like, I'm like, how could you say no to love? So yep, thank you so much, brother. Means a whole lot, the love you've shown me. All right, so yeah, I have to do a first impression, so this is I'm doing for you. All right, so yes, a lot of talk, a lot of hype in the community, and I've been reading all this time. I never got to sniff it until yesterday. So I went with him in the perfume world yesterday, and I was sniffing fragrances, a few different fragrances. So this person happened to buy something, and then he got this for me. So I was like, all right, fine, okay, sure. Don't know what to say. He somehow noticed it was in my list. So anyway, he's like, all right, enough talking about him. I don't want to embarrass him so much. Right, so let's talk about this. See, the thing is, I have in my collection the original Amen. You know this one. I have the second buy was, no, this was the first buy actually. Started with this from this line. Weird, huh? I really wanted this because this is more for summer countries, right? So this Ultra Zest. Then second buy, I really thought this is a must buy. This is the one you should start with, by the way, because this is the father of all, right? And this is the most complex of all also, all right? So I ordered pure malt. I really wanted pure malt. I would blind buy it. I never sniffed it. I told my sister to bring it, so it's on the way. I think somewhere in April she's gonna be here, so I can wait, no problem. But in the meantime, I went to Starling Enterprise and I kind of like saw pure malt. I was very tempted to buy it, like 2 bottles within a heart of pure malt. Then I'm like, nah, you should own 1 bottle, so you're gonna value it much more, and it's available in Bangladesh. Surprisingly, Bangladesh is the scene where you can find any fragrance almost at great prices. So wow. So this one I was not quite sure like if I wanted it. I sniffed it yesterday and I knew what is orgasmic stuff in terms of fragrances. This is orgasmic stuff. I have it on my hand. I had it yesterday on my hand on paper. I fell in love with this. I was like, this is masterpiece. Okay, my initial impression, I'm not going to talk about the details. I'm going to show you slowly, like a little bit, if you are interested. Very fast the presentation, but I'm going to do a detailed review. That time I'm going to talk about notes and whatnot, as well as the full presentation. The box looks like this. I think I heard it got reformulated. All right, but then I don't care. All right. Look at this beautiful looking the graphics at the back up there. Yeah, it's like nothing much. Side, it has some information, comes with a card and all that. So very nice box. And this one is the typical sort of the same kind of flask they provide from the line. So nothing different, just the color pattern is different. The star, however, this and pure malt are the sexiest so far in my eyes. All right, it just captures you, and you just look at it, you like drawn towards it, right? So yeah, a little bit showing you the bottle. All right, so few things, initial impression, few things. Someone asked me, how's your performance on this? So from yesterday, I've been getting 8 hours on my hands with 2 sprays. So that's not bad at all, right? So even though winter is almost over, I'm gonna wear this once in a while. This is orgasmic stuff. I cannot say like enough. When I sprayed first, what I did get, everyone's saying, do you get pure malt? There's like a lot of comparison with this one and pure malt being very close. I smelled pure malt recently as well. Pure malt is a little different. It has the whiskey note and everything. This one goes to the cigar side. All right, if you know Dolce & Gabbana, the one, imagine that one is the amped up. This is maybe the amped up version of Dolce & Gabbana and a lot more. The one and a lot more. Okay, there's a cigar literally blended in this. All right, So yeah, beautiful cherry tobacco, that up top, all right. But instead of pure malt, today it caught my attention. Like, I was thinking it reminds me of something else from my collection, from the stuff I sniffed. And on the very first opening, first time you spray, it doesn't remind me of Amen, pure malt. Doesn't remind me of that. It reminds me of cigar and one other fragrance in my collection. Not identical, but very similar. The opening with this particular fragrance, the other one I have, I'm gonna show you, sort of like very similar. Little bit different in their own ways, but they have some common notes. I'm gonna tell you in a bit. Prada Amber Intense. This is supposedly a black soapy scent, right? And this one, the dry down goes entirely different. It goes somewhere else. People compare this to, I think, Tom Ford Noir de Noir or Noir. I'm not quite sure, or Noir Extreme. But this is a niche quality juice to me, all right? Very beautiful, long-lasting EDP concentration scent. But the top note of this, the mysterious darkness on your skin, on my skin at least, I got very good similarity between this and this. So I was thinking, like, I looked at Fragrantica, I'm like, why does it smell like that? I mean, what is this one reminds me of this. Guess what? They share 3 notes in common, and I'm pretty sure there are a few other notes that's common between these two. The notes are between these two: patchouli, I think it's amber, and vanilla. All right. So maybe the amber and vanilla somewhere on the dry down. All right. But on the top note, I think it's the patchouli that reminds me of this patchouli note. Just, I'm not sure. I never smelled the original ingredients. Just in the perfumery, I know how patchouli smells like. That's what my nose tells me. A little bit different, but quite identical. All right. So there goes your opening, and then you imagine the cigars. I had that advantage, like, not advantage, what I'm saying, I had the experience at in Malaysia once, I think 2005-6. So there was this guy who used to do business. He used to go overseas every now and then, and this guy used to bring back stuff, and then I used to, like, we used to exchange gifts and stuff. So he brought one time this Havana cigars, the one in the wooden box, that beautiful presentation, comes with the cutter, right? You cut it and then you smoke it. He gifted me one of those. His condition was, I'll keep the box, you keep the cigar, because I'm a collector. I'm like, take it, no problem. I never had something to smoke that delicious or that good ever in my life. Shisha, you talk about vape, cigarettes, anything you talk about, anything to smoke. I don't do pots, I don't do drugs, but cigarettes, shisha, or vape, these 3 things, I tried all of them. I eventually smoke nowadays, but the smoking reminds me of this tar note, right? But nothing I smelled so delicious like the Havana cigar. This one reminded me of that, all right? When I spray it on my hand, every time I spray, I can spray this all day, which I shouldn't, and I can fall in love with my hand. And with this masterpiece, this one, even if you have pure malt or the whole line, you cannot miss this, guys, all right? If you love fragrance, if you love perfumery, if you love cigar, if you like something like original human but different take, look into this, all right? Give it a try. Go to the shops, any shops you go, in Bangladesh, if you go overseas, give it a try. If you never sniffed it, you're missing out on something amazing, all right? This one is a masterpiece. 10 out of 10 easily, before I finish my initial impression. I love the opening, I love the dry down. The dry down goes pretty much somewhere else, and guess what? It doesn't go towards this direction. People say this has this backbone, right? Yeah, maybe, but the backbone actually reminds me of Angel, the ladies version of Thierry Mugler, the star only, the EDP version. This one reminds me of that. The dry down, it doesn't have the tar note, a lot of this very strong coffee. It has the caramel, the honey, most probably because the sweetness, very rich, aromatic sweetness, and then the tobacco hangs on, right? So far, for the first day wearing, that's what I got. I woke up from my sleep, I just brought my hand close to my nose, right? After 8 hours of sleep or something like that, it was pretty much there. Not very strong, but even after all the sleeping and moving around, it's there. It's beast mode. All right. So what I really feel is this might work in the summer. I'm not quite sure, because this one recommended for spring and then maybe a bit cooler weather. But I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a go. See if it's cloying like Angelman, original Angelman in the summer, or not. All right. But I think this might work with lesser sprays. I'll let you know on the full review update, all right? So this one, I don't care if it did last. I mean, if it didn't last, all right? Luckily it does. If I didn't get compliments, I wouldn't give a shit. I would wear this for myself. And this is not everybody's cup of tea, because this one has elements people might find it too cloying or too strong, and it's very manly. There's nothing girly about this. I mean, this is not unisex fragrance like many people would be like, maybe ladies can wear it like. I don't think so. This is a pure man, confident man, sexy man. And if you wear this, it's gonna be pretty unique because not everybody's gonna be wearing this. Pure malt, maybe, yeah. I put a poll in my group, Good Smell as Bangladesh, and I think this one didn't get as much vote as the pure malt, which is why I'm very happy. I want this to be a hidden gem. I want this to be very rare so I can smell unique, right? But at the same time, if someone wears it, everyone wears it, I wouldn't have a problem because this one smells hell lot good. If you like Angel Man, if you like some of the gourmandish stuff, you're gonna like this. And I have a feeling if you like DHI and La Nuit de l'Homme, or also even Lionston de Guerlain, you can like this. All right. So far, initial impression, projection, longevity, very very good, excellent range. All right, and you don't need that many sprays. That's what I'm telling you. 3 sprays to 4 maximum. 1 maybe on the clothes and 3 on your skin. Projects beautifully, and you can fall in love with this fragrance with time. I'm telling you. Maybe age range, maybe bit mature. Pure malt, maybe loved by all. Like until 20 people can like this. This one maybe 25 and up. It can be a signature scent. All right. So this one, yesterday I posted in my groups, and I said, this one smells like a mob boss. Yeah, this one smells like the mob boss who's in control with the machine gun, Scarface, you know, who has a big fat cigar in the mouth. Best cigar smelling tobacco based scent so far I smelled. Many people say they don't get tobacco in it, they just get the cigar. There is a tobacco, honey, sweetness. On a dry down, it's very very elegant, and I really I'm reminded of the Angel, original Angel for ladies. I'm so happy I got this. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm in love with this. So first initial impression, A plus. That's it. That's my review on this, at least for the initial impression. So if you are going for compliments, maybe not every time, but ladies who have that knows that, you know, they like man in control. Maybe Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, easily. Rough and tough man, hairy chest and stuff. And then little bit up class, maybe you can wear this with a suit. Maybe a high class party, office boss. Not everybody is going to be wearing this. This is a rich man smell. So do think about it and do give it a sniff. All right. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be doing plenty more videos to come. A lot of fragrances to cover, comparison and whatnot. Top. So that's coming. So, but I want to do this before any of that, right? So thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.